Hi, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is going to be surprise random messages and just see what comes up. So each pile will be just some random message of whatever spirit wants to say. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the pile. So for pile 1, we have the Maxwell House Coffee. Okay, pile 1, Maxwell House Coffee. Okay, pile 2, we have the Hormel chili with beans. Hormel chili with beans, pile 2. And pile 3 is the Countrytime pink lemonade. Okay, pile 3 is Countrytime pink lemonade. Okay, and pile number 4 is the Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, pile 4, Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, the Maxwell House Coffee, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with Earth. So you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And yes, I'm recording this way today, facing the camera. Just felt like, look, let me just get on camera and do this different right now, you know? So these cards that I have here pulled for you, these little tiny ones. The first card is the 10 of Wands. We have the Empress and we have the Ace of Cups. So what I'm getting for you with this, I feel like it might, okay, there's a few things. I feel like you could have difficulty like with your children, like maybe there's something going on or there's just, it's chaotic and you need kind of help with the kids, that type of thing. Or it could also be that maybe you're somebody that's had difficulty conceiving, like maybe you've had issues where you haven't been able to conceive. But I do feel like there's a lot of weight here and worry and focus where it's like concerning children. So either it's like, give me a break from these kids, or having concerns of maybe conceiving at this time. But I do feel like you definitely do have love for children. But I also see like wanting a new beginning. So again, it's either wanting a break or your partner, because I'm also getting like maybe your partner isn't really helping you the way they should, and maybe like all the weight is on you to do everything for them, to take care of them, to, you know, just do everything. And so it's maybe you're running ragged and need your partner's help or need somebody's help, right, to come in and give you a little break. Or again, like I said, it could be there is just trouble conceiving at this moment. But let's go ahead and get you some more cards. I feel like also like maybe there's no time for yourself or pampering yourself too, is what I'm getting here with the Empress. You know, the Empress, she's beautiful, right? She's absolutely beautiful. She's put together. I mean, it is Venusian energy. It is Libra and Taurus, so very beautiful. So you might not be feeling attractive. You might be feeling your best. Again, maybe you feel like you don't have time to do things for yourself and get yourself ready and get yourself together, you know? Even if you're a masculine, you might feel like you just haven't had time for you because you have all these other responsibilities and burdens and things you have to take care of, where there's no time for you, for your self-care. And I am seeing that here, that it's kind of like you need to sit down with that cup of coffee, you know, and just take a break, just, you know, take a breather. Or get up earlier in the morning just so you can have that time to yourself before the kids get up, before your spouse, before the cats, the dogs, the frogs, everything gets, you know what I mean? Have the morning to yourself some more. Oh, all these cards. No. Okay, let's see what we have. We have Pathway, 35 breaking down to an 8, and we have 34 breaking down to a 7 with occupation. Yeah, so you're definitely somebody very, very busy. Here with occupation, look at that. I mean, she's busy on that sewing machine, and that is basically, it's like feeling like this is your path. This is what I have to go do. I have to go work. I have to do this. I have to do that. And again, it's that 10 of Wands energy where everything is on you. So we have the number 34 and we have the number 35, okay? That could also be your age. Oh my gosh, and we have 31. You're kidding me. And these cards are not put in order. Look at this. We have 31 and 32. We have 31, 32, 34, and 35. We're just missing 33 here, okay? We're missing the master number of 33. So we do have bad health here. So you might again be feeling like sick. You're just drained. You're tired. There's no time for you. We have 32 breaking down to a 5. Changes, choices, and challenges with despair. You're like, oh, I can't no more. There's a despair here. So yeah. So maybe again, it very much the 10 of Wands being that first card. I very much feel like this is the energy here. This is that energy. It's 10 of Wands energy going on right now for you. So definitely needing a break, or just a break from whatever it is. Like I said, maybe it's even like you're trying to conceive and you're really putting a lot of time and energy and effort into that. Maybe even giving it a break for now. Okay, just giving yourself a break from things. Okay, let me go ahead and get some of these cards here. With bad health, yeah, you could also be needing to go to the doctor, and that would be for like maybe the people that are trying to conceive, maybe getting a checkup. So we have 40 breaking down to a 4 with shadowy. There's something here that you're not seeing. There's something you aren't seeing here. You need clarity for sure on whatever this issue is. 52 breaking down to a 7 with insignificant. Okay, so here we have another 7 again with occupation and insignificant. So I also feel like you feel like you're unappreciated, you're undervalued, you feel like you're almost like dismissed, but you're really the one putting in all the work. So how is that, right? Let's make it make sense, because it's like you're being dismissed by people with whether it's at work or at home. You feel like you're being dismissed, but at the same time you're the one that puts in all the work. So it's like they're not seeing it, they're not appreciating it, they're not valuing you. I just heard you've been strong for too long. Okay, so yeah, again, needing a break. Oh, these cards are gonna pop out. We have 282 with spell. Okay, maybe needing to do some type of spell work and notes. So taking notes for a spell. Maybe there's a spell to help you like wind down, or anxiety, or relaxation. There's definitely spells for that. So maybe needing to take some notes, look up a video on spells to help you relax, or to help you have like peaceful sleep, things like that. Maybe even feeling like somebody put a spell on you, right, to give you difficulties and challenges. We have 174 with hater. Yeah, you might have a hater. Maybe you do feel like somebody put a spell on you to make you feel burdened, to maybe close your roads and make things more hectic for you in your life, or where people do dismiss you, where people don't value you. I'm seeing butterflies here. I'm seeing 5 butterflies here, okay? I'm seeing 5 butterflies here on this pathway card. Changes, choices, and challenges. Some type of transformation. I do see something changing for you here, though. So definitely maybe getting that help. Intuition with 110. Okay? So using your intuition here and seeing what you need to do. Again, maybe do some type of spell work for yourself, right? And we have the Fool in the reverse and the Page of Coins in the reverse. So yeah, maybe feeling like you can't take action, or you don't know what to do. And again, it's like just having that difficulty. Page of Wands in the reverse on the bottom. This is like children. Also, we have a Page of Coins, which could indicate an earth sign child, and then the Page of Wands in the reverse could indicate a fire sign child. So maybe you have an earth sign child and a fire sign child, and and again, it's like feeling stuck. Like again, the Fool in the reverse. It's like not knowing what to do, almost like somebody pulling their hair out saying, give me a break, you know. I've had those moments with my kids. So yeah, so I'm kind of getting that energy here. And again, it's kind of like maybe needing to go to the doctor, also get a checkup, ask for help if you know your partner, if you don't have a partner, family, friends, you know, asking somebody to maybe give you a break, or again, if it's at work, just taking maybe a day off, you know, do something for yourself, relaxation. Again, with that Maxwell house, it's like sit down and have that cup of coffee before anyone even gets up. Chatting, 208. Look at that, chatting. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna need chatting. Like sit down with that cup of coffee and have a chat, have something you know, to share, gossip with, you know, that type of thing with a friend or somebody. Okay, what is this? Secrets, 305, breaking down 218. So there might also be secrets here. Also with the notes card, because the notes card's been sticking out to me from all the other cards here. This one I keep going back and looking at it. This notes one. 415 breaks down to a 10, breaks down to a 1. So with this secret and the notes, also you might find some type of secret, some type of note in your house that reveals something about a family member, your spouse, your kids, something, right? But I also feel with this secret and this notes, there's something that it is going to be revealed to you. And we do have despair here. So it might be finding out a secret about somebody that you're like, I was not expecting that. Disorderly on the bottom. Look at that. Disorderly. Things being a mess. You know, and it's like maybe things are a mess in your head, right? Maybe it's just cluttered and there's a mess going on in your head, and maybe there's a mess in the house too. So it's kind of like, again, just needing to step back and get a break and maybe ask for help from your spouse, your family, your friends, right? Needing that moment to yourself. Okay, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, Hormel chili with beans, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with fire. So you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, I do have the 3 little tarot cards here pulled for you. And we do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. What is that? Oh, my grandson's messaging me. Sorry about that. What I am feeling here with these 3 cards, honestly, is that it's like somebody is with someone just for the money. And it's almost like this person has decided, I'm not going to struggle anymore. I don't want to struggle anymore. So I'm going to make my life easier. And it almost seems like somebody got with a person because they have money. And it's so funny because I was having a conversation about this with a family member about somebody that married somebody just so they could, you know, have that easy life, have that money. And this is kind of like what I'm getting here. And then this Hormel chili, you know, this chili that you put in the microwave with that little container with beans, it says on this little can here. So it says Hormel chili with beans. So I do feel like somebody again has been like in a struggle where they've had to open up that can of beans and be eating just beans out of that can, and they're like, I am no longer going to continue the struggle. And with that Queen of Cups in the reverse, I feel like they're with somebody that they don't care about, they don't love. It's just because of the coin. So I don't know if this is you or a family member, a friend, or somebody you know, but I'm getting like this is what Spirit is talking about here. Why, I don't know. And then the card, as I was shuffling these cards to kind of put to the side, one card fell out, and look what the card is. Number 11, sudden wealth. Exactly. So this person, and it's the slot machine writes, and it's 777. So this person thinks like they hit the jackpot with this person. It is the number 11. So this is something they've been wanting, something they've been wishing for. And it's like now they hit the jackpot and they found themselves a person, a sucker, you know, to be with them and to provide and give them that coin because that's all they're after. So you might know who this is. If this doesn't involve you, you know, you might know who this is. It might be like a family member, like I said, me and somebody else in the family were talking about how this woman married a family member of mine because he has money, and so so we can all see right through her, right? But I'm kind of getting that is what's going on here, something to that effect. Yeah, and somebody also needs to do a lot of healing. So and this could also have to do with you. If it's not that situation, I'm also getting the situation where somebody has these feelings about themselves of like unworthiness, like I'm not worthy of it. I want it. I want the money. I want the easy life. I want the better life. I don't want to be just eating these beans out of the can all the time, the Hormel chili, right? It's like I want better, but at the same time, it's that feeling um, that is like I'm not deserving of it. I'm not worthy of it. So there is something about that here, almost feeling like your shine isn't shiny enough is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's like a feeling of my shine isn't shining enough, so I don't deserve it. I want it, but I don't deserve it. So there's also that, if it's not the first issue that we talked about, because that's what I was getting, but I'm also getting this other thing here of like there needs to be some internal healing too, so that we can kind of open that, and then start to progress and move past it, because if not, then we do keep ourselves stuck in that same energy of not being able to go further and progress ourselves. Okay, let me go ahead and get some more cards and see what else comes out in this surprise random message here from Spirit. Okay. And yes, I dyed my hair black about 2 weeks ago. I went all black, and so I'm trying to get used to it. You know, um, my teenage daughter was like, Mom, once you go black, you never go back. I'm like, yeah, I hope so. You know what I mean. But anyways, let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. And we have 23 breaking down to a 5 courthouse. Look at that, maybe having to go to court for something too. He has all this paperwork in his hand ready. So maybe this is something that you've already been waiting for. Like you've probably been waiting for this court date, or you set up to go to court. Like you've got all your paperwork ready. This guy has all his paperwork ready to go. So maybe this is something that you've already known has been going on, or maybe you're suing somebody and now the court date is approaching, or maybe somebody's suing you, because again, we do have that coin here. So maybe you are getting that coin, And we have number 5, changes, choices, and challenges with mature man. Look at that, 23. The courthouse also breaks down to a 5. So we got 2 5s that came out. Okay, we got the courthouse and the mature man. So there could be somebody taking you to court, or you taking this man to court. And somebody older than you. And maybe too, the first scenario that I got with this person that doesn't care about this person and just wants the money. Maybe now they're going through a divorce, so they can, get the money out of this mature man here. So now they're going to court, so it could be that too. And on the bottom we have adjudication. Look at that. Yeah, so definitely making a decision here. And then right after, behind that, the lovers. Oh my gosh, yeah. So this could be going to court, or this could be if it's, it could be separation, divorce, but it could also be getting married, right? And again, it seems like this person is getting married just to get themselves out of the struggle, but they don't care or have feelings for this. Oh, those cards just flew. Expectation, 28 breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. Like this woman here has the expectation of something coming in. She is waiting. She's waiting at the window. So again, she's been waiting for this court date, or you've been waiting for this court date, and you're ready. So it's a waiting game here. We have 32 breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. Again, another 5. So you already have 5, 5, 5 here. Okay, so something is changing. Might be a really crazy, unexpected change too, though. Okay, and it's 32 is despair. Pile 1 also had this card. So there might be despair here for you, or for this person, or this situation that, somebody got in. Okay, we have 14 breaking down to a 5. Another 5 here. So we have 5 4 times. Okay, changes, choices, and challenges. Message of concern. Look at that, getting some kind of bad news here. Okay, so this could be, no, because we do have the, oh my gosh, look, we have a few things going on here. So we have the mature man, and we have the woman that's expecting something from him. We have the message of concern, the bad news. We have the courthouse, and then we have the despair. So somebody might be going through a divorce, a separation, and it's despair here. It's heartbreaking. They weren't expecting it, because I do feel like whatever's coming up, this is a really like a shakeup, like a tower moment almost type of energy here. So again, if it's not you, it's a family member or somebody close to you. It's almost like they're going to be put out, because this man is sitting on a box with like all his property, and he has his little loyal dog here with him. It's almost like he got put out of the house, and so did his little dog, and he only has his little loyal dog with him, because there was no loyalty here. There was only the expectation, like, I'm just here for the money. Wow. A lot of 5s. And there's 5 cards too. Oh my gosh. There's 5 cards from this deck here. the Kipper. 5 Kipper cards, and 4 of them are the number, break down to the number 5. Wow. So 5 is the significance here for you. I also normally sometimes associate the number 5 with Pisces for some reason. So somebody might be a Pisces here. And Pisces is a mutable sign, so something is changing. The Tower. Look at that, the Tower in the reverse. What did I say? This feels like a Tower moment here. Like somebody is going through it, or they're going to go through it. Wow. We have the Fool. Are you kidding me? Pile 1 also had the card, the Fool, but theirs was in the reverse. Yours is in the upright. And then we have the 2 of Cups, okay? So kindred spirits, it could be a love situation. And with the Fool coming out with it, so this is a new beginning. This is actually moving towards a connection with somebody that is going to love you or love this person, whoever we're talking about here. So this is like moving to a situation where there's going to be a real connection, like genuine kindred spirits, like we connect here. There's connection. Wow. Okay. And we have 304, breaking down to a 7 with divination. Somebody might be doing divination or getting a divination reading. Oh my gosh, and we have lies. Are you kidding me? And we have text. Okay, these two came out together, text and lie. Somebody is going to send a text message lying about something, and then we do have message of concern. So somebody with the bad news and the BS. Bad news and BS here. So yeah. Wow. Okay, let me get one more. Let me get one more. Oh, reignited. What? 351 breaking down to a 9. 9, the number of completion. Something here being reignited. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, hi, sorry about that. Yeah, so somebody, or maybe you thought something could be reignited and it's not going to, so, or maybe this person thought they could reignite this relationship with this person, but again, it doesn't seem like it's going to, because this person doesn't have any heart in it. They have no interest in it, okay? So on the bottom of this deck, look, we have secrets. So something is going to come out. You know, something here is going to come out. There's going to be secrets. And then we have 187 with self-care, and it's in the reverse. So, you know, maybe needing to give yourself some self-care, or this person, the situation needs to kind of put some focus on themselves. And then we have concern here. Look at that, concern with 93. And we have message of concern. So the word concern comes out twice. There's definitely something concerning, worrying this person on their mind. We have earth here. So this could be an earth sign, or you could be an earth sign. Then we have absence. Okay, somebody is leaving again. We have broken bonds. Okay, yeah, this is done. And then we have 18 working down to a 9 with completion. Yeah, this does. Oh, and on the bottom of that, we have opposites. Yeah, this is a done deal here. Again, whether it was your situation or somebody close to you, somebody in your family or somebody that you know, this situation is done. And maybe you hearing the message, you're like, but that's not me. That's just my family member. That's just my friend or whatever. This might be that you might need to be there for them. You know, you might be that shoulder for them to lean on, right? Because here with this despair, 32 breaking down to a 5, it almost feels like they're alone, like they have nobody but that faithful dog of theirs. So this person might need somebody to talk to, because it's this feeling of like being alone and not having anyone. Okay, so that might be just for you to be there for them. Okay, all right, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, Countrytime Pink Lemonade, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with air. So you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And yes, I dyed my hair black. I went to black, okay? So, but yeah, I already have these little tarot cards here pulled here for you. I have 3 of them, and we're going to pull more as we go along. But I am right away getting that this could be something going on at work where you're being kind of like somebody has you missing the opportunities, or your boss is being unfair to you, or you're not getting like your fair shake. Maybe somebody else is getting it and you're deserving of that promotion, that raise, or whatever it is. And it seems like I really do feel like you're just not getting a fair shake. You're not getting fair treatment. You might have a really hard ass boss, you know, we have the Emperor here in the reverse. We have the King of Swords here in the reverse, and we have the 6 of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah, the 6 of Pentacles to me personally in the upright, I don't really like it in the upright, because it means that there's too much giving and not enough receiving. There's no reciprocity. But when it's in the reverse, it's like things start to come into balance. So being that it's in the upright, it's like you're doing too much and you're not getting the recognition. And as a matter of fact, you almost have somebody saying more, or give me more, or work harder, because again, the Emperor in reverse, very bossy, very somebody that's like over your shoulder, overseeing every little thing you're doing and criticizing it. Right. So again, I feel it's very work related, but if it's not, it could be, a relationship, a family member, whatever it is, just somebody that is like right here, all up on your energy and doesn't like just leave you alone to do what you need to do. They're just like right there bugging you. What does it say? Bombshell drops, and that's all I saw was a notification that said bombshell drops. Okay, so maybe some type of bombshell is going to be dropping, right? Um, Here, but I do feel like things are not being handled fairly for you. Okay, and this could be with other people. And you did pick pile number 3. And one of the cards that I saw from the Kipper deck flip out when I was shuffling to put the deck here on the side and get it ready for you was the card community. So this could also be in your community getting treated unfairly because it is 3. You did pick pile number 3. And, so this could be like a group of people even, being this way, kind of mean, kind of bossy. And then the Countrytime pink lemonade always makes me think of summer, always makes me think of like somebody sitting on the porch in a rocking chair drinking that lemonade, right? So like needing to take a break and maybe disconnect from those energies, from work, from people. So maybe needing to do that because it might seem like you're getting pushed a little bit hard right now, and you have been pushing. I feel like that's the problem here, that you have been pushing and pushing, but it's almost like it's not enough, and somebody's saying more, and it's like, are you kidding me? But let's go ahead and get you some of the Kipper cards. I'm hearing that this person or these people wouldn't be able to hang in your shoes. Like if they were in your shoes and the shoe was on the other foot, they would not be able to hang and do what you do. So we have 13 breaking down to a 4 with wealthy man. Look at this. This could be the boss too, right? This Emperor in reverse energy. It could be this wealthy man, somebody very pushy. He's rich, so he doesn't know about the hard work that you do, the back-breaking, sweating work that you do. So it's just somebody that's just pushing and pushing. I also feel like you have a lot of responsibilities. I feel like you're wearing a lot of hats because I'm seeing hats like a top. I'm seeing a top hat. Hold on, I'm getting a lot. I'm seeing a top hat, so that tells me you wear a lot of hats. So meaning like you have a lot of responsibilities that you do at work. So it might not even be like your actual job position, but you still, you got to go help here, and you got to go in that department, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. That type of thing, where they might have you from like department to department helping, when it's not things that are like from your job, from your department, from your job description title or whatever. So I'm seeing a top hat. So you're somebody that definitely does a lot of things. And again, it's like these people or this person wouldn't be able to hang in your shoes to do what you do, but yet they want to act like it's not enough, like they need more. I'm also hearing war. This could also be somebody at work starting war, or just being very difficult, right? Somebody that's just always difficult with people. We have number 2, main female. Okay, so we have the wealthy man and the main female. Look at that. And speaking of being at war, right? And the main female comes out, somebody that wants to be like that main character, right? Main female, somebody that wants to be that main character. And because again, you wear that top hat, you wear the hat that does all the help. You help out a lot, but they want to be the one to be like, oh well, it's me. I'm the one in that position, or I'm the one that does it, but you just come and help out. That type of energy. This lady is holding a rose, and then there's a vase of flowers behind her. So this is somebody that wants their flowers and doesn't give you your flowers. Definitely. This is jealousy too, is what I'm getting from this lady. And then we have number 11, sudden wealth, 777 here. Sudden wealth. So maybe things will, come in for you. Maybe you win that casino, right? You hit the jackpot. Maybe you hit the jackpot, and you can sit back and sit on the porch and sip on your Countrytime pink lemonade and not have to work with this a-hole and this hating person over here and all this and deal with these funky energies, right? All right, let's get some tarot real quick. Hmm. I also feel like somebody's not giving you access to something that you're supposed to have access to. You know, maybe they're not even like giving you access to like the bathroom in the office, and you got to go down the hall and downstairs and all that other stuff to the other bathroom. I feel like there's some type of access denied, because I'm seeing the word access, but it's like it's a no for access. So somebody's not giving you access to something, access to the files, access to the paperwork. There's some type of access that you're not getting. We have the Page of Wands here, fire element, and we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You might be new. You might be new at this job, and maybe that's why they're treating you like that, because they're probably like, well, I've been here for a year, so who are you to come in and try to, do better than me or something like that? Because, it almost feels like a new energy in your surroundings, but I also feel like there's a dissatisfaction with those there. I mean, they're just probably dissatisfied in their lives, period, but they want to spread it. They want to spread it around at work and, make everyone else a little bit miserable. Oh, okay. We have the King of Cups, Scorpio energy, and the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sag. So we have two kings that came out together. Wow. Fire and water, okay? Two energies that are so opposites. Yeah, so I do feel like this could be, again, this could be multiple people at your job, because we do have a page and we have two kings. So, we might have two people saying, well, we've been here forever, that's why we're the kings, and you're new here, you're just a page. So again, it's almost kind of like they want the royal treatment and they're giving you less than, and again, access denied to whatever it is you're supposed to have access to. Let's see, what else do we have for pile 3, please? Okay, let's see. This card fell. Oh my goodness, come on. And we have 151, working on to a 7 with scam. Look at that here. So somebody also might be trying to scam you. And I just noticed the Page of Wands. You know how I said these two people are like, oh, well, we've been here for a long time. That's why we're kings, queens, whatever. And this page, they're like, well, you're new here. But see, he's wearing a big hat. And like I said, I see somebody with a top hat. His hat's pretty big, isn't it? Almost like a top hat type. So again, you're wearing that top hat, being maybe given responsibilities and other things like that, that these people are like, oh, that's for me, I need those flowers, I need that, because I've been here the longest, I need that. And we have 283 opposites, like I just said, the King of Cups and the King of Fire, two complete opposites. Now you might have a couple people here. We have 89 with Goddess. Look at that, you definitely have that Goddess energy. And put this card, it's a lot of cards. You might have that Goddess energy, and you have somebody being very jealous, very hateful. I feel like with the Goddess card coming out, I feel like you are doing good, but again, it's like somebody is not giving you that recognition. And endure, 164, breaking down to an 11. Look at that, endure. Yeah, you've had to endure their cold shoulder, their little snarky remarks. You've definitely had to endure here. Okay, one more, please. One more. Oh, okay, we got 3 more. We got positive 310, breaking down to a 4. So positive stability here. I'm seeing stability for you and things being positive. The next card is number 3 with money. So the stability and money. Like I said, maybe you're going to hit the jackpot, right? Hit the slot machine here, hit that jackpot and, have money coming in, make things a little bit easier for you. And we have 345 with pawn. So people, again, are trying to pawn their responsibilities on you, but at the same time they want to take the credit for it because they're saying, well, this is my job, so I'm the one that runs this, or I'm the one that is in charge of this, or whatever. So they're trying to maybe pawn their work on you because, again, with this 6 of Pentacles, it's like, give me more, and they're still like complaining that it's not enough. So not only do you have your work, because you're wearing the hat of many tasks, so not only are you doing your work, but you're doing their work, and they're not even appreciative or happy with it. Okay, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 4, the Philadelphia cream cheese, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with water. So it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay, I do have the 3 little tarot cards I had pulled for you. And the first card is the Sun. Beautiful, the best card in the tarot, Leo energy. We have the King of Wands. The next card, Leo, Aries, Sag, more fire again. And then we have the 9 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water. So we have 2 fire and 1 water card here. What I'm getting right away with this, well, I'm getting a couple things. I'm getting that you're winning at something. I heard you're winning the race, actually, is what I had heard. So maybe you're in a race, right? Maybe you're running, you're bicycling too, because I also saw somebody on a bike. Maybe you're bicycling, you're doing some type of contest or something, but I feel like you're winning. This could also be like something at work, like maybe there's a raffle and you win the raffle. Like, I feel positive things here for you is the message. I feel like you're somebody that is grateful for the things that you have. You're grateful for opportunities. You're grateful for just positive things coming. So I do feel like you're somebody that works hard too, and you're somebody that doesn't talk about work. You show people you work hard, so you're able to show that. But I'm definitely feeling, like I said, a couple of things here where you're going to have positive results and things, a positive outcome on a date, a positive outcome on at work, a positive. It's like whatever it is, it's going to be something positive, something happy, And like, again, I feel like there's something you're winning. Maybe enter a contest, or you're in a race, or you're doing something where I feel like you're winning. Okay, or maybe you're just winning at life. I don't know, but I do feel like there's something here that you're winning. Also, you could be winning like a prize with like clothes, is too what I'm getting, like something to wear. You're gonna win a shirt, a pair of pants, I don't know, but something to wear too is what I'm getting. You're winning something. Maybe you entered online for some like clothing contest or something, and I feel like there's something there that you're winning. But let's go ahead and get some cards and see what else we get for you, since this is a random message. And let's see what wants to come out. I'm hearing baby clothes too, like winning baby clothes. Yeah, maybe you entered some type of contest, raffle, some draw, something, right? Okay. Pathway 35 breaking down to an 8. This card has been coming out for all the piles, I think. And we do have 5 butterflies here on that path. So changes, choices, and challenges. 35 does break down to the number 8, which is the number of abundance. So again, money. You're on that path to money. So you're on that path to positive things. There's so much light going towards this path because it's kind of dark here, right? But you're walking towards the path. You're on that pathway, and there's so much light, like the sun. So much positiveness here for you. Okay. Oh gosh, where'd that card go? It just flew. Let me see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it. Okay. The little fat ass got it already. Okay. We have number 5, changes, choices, and challenges with mature man. And we do have butterflies here, so something is changing. With this mature man, maybe there's a mature man coming in, or there's a man changing something here for you, something positive. Or maybe you are this mature man. Maybe you are maturing, even if you're not a masculine energy. There's something about you that is maturing. And you are receiving something too. With this mature man here, I'm getting that you are receiving something. So maybe you're just receiving your maturity. There's a change here. And he's looking at the globe here, like he's so like, he's like so well studied, like he's so intelligent, right? So Yeah. It's kind of like you've learned a lot on this path. And we have number 99, the number of completion. It says change. Look at that. Something is changing because the first card, the mature man, and then the pathway, and then change. You are on the pathway to change. And again, it's through that maturity that you are changing things. Maybe having realizations of some things, right? Maybe having realizations of like, I'm here living life, might as well live it happy, right? I got to be here anyway, might as well be happy to be here, right? Instead of like, you know, being in the struggle or feeling like it's just darkness. And the man does have like 2 lamps behind him. On mature man, he has 2 lamps behind him. Number 1 here with the main male. Look at that. The main male. This could be your energy, that main person energy. Again, even if you're not a masculine, you are in that energy of being in that power and in that receiving energy. So we have the mature man and we have the main man here. Okay, so we have 2 energies here. Or this could be you having you know, 2 relationships or something, right? But something is changing here for you. So maybe you just go from being this guy to being the mature guy, and again, it's like you have the experience, you have like the knowledge already with the world here. It's like you've already gone through things. There's a completion here, and that's why things are changing for you. That's why there's change on your path. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot. Let's get some more tarot. Oh, oh my goodness, this card. What is this? The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So looking things in a different perspective. Again, it's like attaining that knowledge, that understanding. And the Hanged Man, nobody hung him. Again, I always say this, but on the Hanged Man, nobody hung him on that tree. He hung himself there so he could get a different perspective because he's hanging upside down. And he did that so that he could get a different perspective, so that he could get an understanding and learn something different and see the world, right? The world. He has that world here. So he could see the world through different eyes. And I do feel like this is the change that you were going through. The Hanged Man is also ascension. So again, you know, you're ascending, you're learning, you're definitely picking up higher knowledge, and also from like the higher realms too. Okay, so we have the World in the reverse. So something that needs to end hasn't quite ended yet. It hasn't came to an end yet. But again, we do have change here. And we have the 9 of Swords. Look at that. We have the 9 of Swords here, and we do have the 9 of Cups. So we do have these 9s, and then we have this 9 here that says change. And again, change the number of completion. So things are coming to a completion. But this 9 of Swords, something that's been worrying you, something that has been on your mind. And this like skeleton horse is called, what is it called? The Mary Lynn. And so this is I think this is what, like in the winter time, where this horse comes, and the skeleton horse comes and knocks on your door, and then you exchange, like you kind of battle it out, like kind of roasting each other, and then you let him come in, you welcome him in, and then because of that, then it's kind of like, then because of that you get it's almost like you get a gift, right? Like you get a gift from like spirit, the universe, that type of energy here. And like again, I do feel like there is that change here for you. There's this like ascension here, and you know. Okay. And we have the 8 of Cups walking away. Look at that. He's on the tree, right? Yeah, he's walking through the tree, using it as from getting from one side to the other. And that's like leaving what no longer serves you, right? Underneath is like the river here. And so again, he's not going to cross. He has to kind of go walk over the tree so he doesn't get wet, so he doesn't get overwhelmed, because maybe you have been overwhelmed. So I feel like you're kind of again figuring out the knowledge on how to get through what is overwhelming you, because again, it's almost like having this realization of like, look, if I'm here to live life, then let me enjoy, let me be happy, let me do my thing, instead of kind of worrying and stressing and being miserable, right? Because I mean, we're here to learn, we're here to enjoy it. Oh, I just saw the card of opposition. Yeah, it's like you don't want to be in opposition with yourself or with anyone. And then we have charisma here with 57. And I was going to say, I think you're a very charming person, because we do have the King of Wands, and he's somebody that's very charming. And then we got charisma. So yeah, you're very charming, charismatic, and you're somebody that is, you're good with your words. You're good the way you say things comes out very smooth. You're somebody that definitely comes off very smooth in what you say. People they like how you talk. They like your energy. They like your vibe. We have number 7 with candle magic. Maybe you've done candle magic, or maybe you might need to do some candle magic to get things moving, to get more positive changes. Maybe do some candle magic for like prosperity, road opener, money, things like that. And we have 405 breaking down to a 9 with bury. There's something here that you need to bury. Maybe bury the hatchet, bury the negativity, bury those negative feelings that maybe consume you at times. But there's something here that is kind of like you need to leave it behind, leave it in the past and bury it, because you're already walking away, right? You're walking away from it, so you're going to bury it so that you don't bring it on this new path with you, because you are on this path. Okay, you're on the path to change. Okay, and then we have 208 breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1 with burden. Yeah, you're letting go of burdens again. It's kind of like this realization, like, why am I going to live miserable? Why? Because somebody wants me to? No. No, thank you, dear. Anything else? No? All right, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.